Sturgis, South Dakota is a very rural area, and we cover the area of 20-30 square miles. The call that we had during the Sturgis rally was a man unresponsive.
It's clear out in the county. I believe it was like 18 or 19 miles one way. So my partner and I hop in the truck. Took us about 20 minutes to get there.
We saw a lady doing chest compressions on a very large man. I'm not a very big person, so for me to do adequate chest compressions to somebody that large is extremely difficult and tiring. I did the Lucas, I got it out of the bag, we rolled the guy over, we slid the back piece on underneath of the gentleman and clipped it down and started chest compressions right away. Applying it in the field, it was really fast and easy, and I didn't even have to think about it. It was that simple to put on.
The device is extremely convenient. It's placed right where it needs to be placed to provide adequate compressions. So it allows you to still be able to work around your patient, do certain things with the patient that need to be done. When we load the patient into the ambulance, 5 or 6 seconds, that compressions are still going. When we're locking them into, into our securing device in the ambulance, compressions are still going. We don't have to wait for personnel to jump around or jump from one side of the truck to the other side.
When I've run codes manually, you can see gaps where you're not doing proper rate and depth. With the Lucas machine, it's consistent and it is steady.
Rapid City has a small town feel to it.
We're primary tourists, so we get a lot of tourists in the summertime. We're pretty rural, a lot of ranchers. We respond as far away as 50 miles away, so we can have some long transport times greater than an hour sometimes.
We were dispatched to a rollover on Skyline Drive, which is a large mountain right in the middle of the city. There was a lot of tourists and traffic, so getting to the accident was really difficult.
When we arrived on scene, we had a mid-20s-year-old male patient that was partially ejected from the vehicle and had bystanders and law enforcement performing CPR.
We had just actually finished the Lucas training that day, and we'd just come from the training. So the engine crew, they placed the device on the victim and packaged him for transport.
It goes on relatively easy. You can put it on consistently in less than 10 seconds to continue CPR. Where it really helps us out is in all those times when you're moving the patient, when you would stop CPR, restart CPR, moving the patient onto a backboard, moving the patient into the back of the ambulance, moving the patient into the emergency room where you weren't able to take and do good, consistent CPR. That allows us to do good patient care, good CPR during those times.
The Lucas did outstanding compressions for us the entire time. It ended up being a fatality. Nothing that we could have done would have changed that outcome.
I guess if there's a good thing, a good part of the story is that they were able to do just an incredible harvest to help a lot of other people. Us getting him to the hospital and him being able to live as long as he did benefited so many other folks.
I think every ambulance should have a Lucas in them. every ambulance.
It's improved our system status dramatically just by being able to do what we'd normally need a whole bunch of other people to do.
I think that speaks volume about the device, is that once you have it and you've used it, you don't want to go any other way.